I am about to send email to 7 banks in Serbia. 5 of them are international and 2, as far as I understood, are domestic, so Serbian banks. For now, I don't know, maybe they became foreign banks in the meantime, but last time I checked, they were domestic banks. So this is the list of recipients. First is AIK Bank, which should be domestic. Then it's Banca Intesa, or Intesa, whatever. OTP Bank, I think that's foreign. Raiffeisen, of course. Unicredit, Erste Bank, and this is the last one, Poštanska štedionica, which is domestic. I think it's state, owned by the state, by Serbia. This is a nursing home in Smederevo, where monstrous murder of my family is currently, at the time I'm writing this. So that's her. This is her sister, who gave guarantees for her. Both of these two monsters and pieces of shit bitches are have major psych issues. So let's see who's next. I'm forwarding this to that nursing home because there's possibility they took the money that she stole from my property, because that's according to the law. When somebody goes to nursing home, if their family don't want to pay, then everything, including pension, it's okay. What's the
pension?
Okay, pension. I was right. So all the properties that person who is moved to nursing home automatically belongs to nursing home. Of course, if nursing home is state, owned by the state, that goes to the state, and also DA, everything that's in the bank, pension, as I said, and so on and so on. And she stole more than 35,000 euros from my house calls, from my property. So this is why I added them. This is my brother, of course, because I need to inform him according to the law about everything I'm doing on the case. This is United States Department of Justice. I'll explain in email while contacting them. This is FBI, Supreme Prosecution, highest instance prosecution in Serbia. Supreme Court, highest instance court in Serbia. This is government, Serbian government. This is a lawyer who illegally sold my property. This is the law office of that lawyer. This is Bar Association of Serbia. There are 2 emails. I don't know which one is relevant, because they don't answer on any of these emails since December 2020. Maybe I should use this one, because actually I will leave both of these 2. Okay, so I'll explain in this email why I added them. So let's start translating. I will just run this through the Google Translate and add if something needs to be added. correct, and so on and so on. Okay, respect. Okay. So, monstrous murder of 3 members of my family, Jelica. This is, I put small letters, small letter for her name because I don't respect her. That's my way of saying that I don't respect her. But Google changed it to capital actually. Okay, and this is really nice. They translated this letter properly. So, from Dobry do. Okay, this is wrong. Should be do, which means something like Good Valley. This is where I live now, near Smederevo city in Serbia. Stole at least 35,000 euros from my household. This is that video. Okay, I cannot remove it, which is logical. I should do it here. Okay. So I use quotation marks for the last name. Yeah. Because I proved that she blackmailed my father into marrying her, but the prosecution won't react. That is the last name that is still on her ID card. True. There is a high probability that she kept the money and still keeps it in one of more bank branches in Smederevo. These are 6-7 branches that I mentioned. So this is in Latinic, which is nice. So of course I need to open this just to show what it is about. Okay, so this is the video that proved how much money she stole from my property. So next step. So this one, I'll try to pick up these two. Oops. What the hell? It goes to the end when I undo for some reason. Okay, so it's too much. Okay, so next, therefore I'm asking all 7 banks to which I'm sending this email to confirm that Jelica did not have an account with them. Okay, so far so good. And if so, please provide me with information regarding that account as well as to block it, because she acquired the money legally, of course. If the money was transferred to the account of the Old People's Home, okay, nursing home in Smederevo, because recently Jelica intentionally small letter was transferred there. Before that, she was in a psychiatric hospital for over 2 months, and in May and June 2019, she was there for 40 days. You are obliged to request. Okay. Yeah, they, according to the law, they need to ask for that money to be returned to the bank and to block the account. Okay, so this is the next paragraph. So the parents refer to to the period from 27 when she moved to my household until the end of 2018 when my father was murdered. It should be murdered here. But also after that period, because there is a possibility that she sold my property, so was not allowed to come. It's not that I was not allowed, but I could not visit my home because police and prosecution protected her, and she already tried to set me up before that. So until I involved military, Serbian military, I didn't have. I didn't go to my home where I was born and where I grew up. Okay, so next one, consider that no lawyer will represent Jelica, a serious psychiatric patient from mid-2017. This is the information I received by mistake at the Higher Public Prosecutor's Office in Smederevo. True. So this is the email proving that. So that's it. Next, well, that's not much. Okay, I missed something. Yeah. That the Bar Association knew all about it but protected the monstrous murderer for more than 6 years. So now no reputable, the most prominent lawyers from Serbia can react because they are aforementioned. Yeah, they are actually. So the Bar Association of Serbia comes down to the most respectable or most prominent lawyers in Serbia. So I'm now just going to open these links. So this is about first lawyer. He is mentioned in this video, Toma Fila. Next one is Zdenko Tomanovic. These are all top lawyers of Serbia and also of the regions of Balkans or Western Balkans, wherever. Next one, Božo Premović. It says here Alexandra Zlatić, but this is because she was yelling at me. She works for the for office of Zora Dobričanin. It's here. She's in that picture thumbnail of this video. So that's actually her law office. This lawyer Alexander Zlatić just happened to be there and tried to scare me, intimidate me, whatever. So Zora Dobričanin, and this is Borivoje Borović, and this is I created, yes. Actually, this is duplicated. Okay, because there were 5 lawyers and it was very strange. Okay, Actually, I translate this when I'm translating everything. So that I'm a witness of international organized crime, or to international organized crime, whatever, on two grounds. So this will be a brief. So first email, first video, and second video. This is very uploaded the video. Very important. So after this event, I could go to my home because I was protected. At that moment, I became witness of international organized crime, more precisely illegal arms trade, and nobody could touch me after that. So even only after that, I could go to home where I was, where I'm now, to my home where I was born and where I grew up, because police and prosecution didn't do their job, and of course courts and other state institutions. So next, that I assumed I took over, I act or whatever as Supreme Prosecutor under criminal procedural law or criminal procedural right, as in human right. Therefore, I have the right to request information about account in the bank or banks. So this is very, very important. Okay. So that you will commit the following crimes, including conspiracy, if you ignore me. I don't know if I already added conspiracy, incitement, not reporting assistance, false crime, beginning, preventing and obstructing, obstruction of justice, abuse of authority, violation of the law by the judge, okay, incautionable, trading in influence, exposure to hazards, okay, abandonment, intimidation, okay, harassment, defamation. So there is there should be a conspiracy. Conspiracy is very important because this was the first count on the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. So that was the first count, first crime. That I proved that U.S. federal government is behind illegal arms trade in Serbia. First one. Second one. This is very important. So all the details are in those videos. This is also very important, something very recent. If I can put it that way. Yeah, this is also very, very important. So this is almost 2 hours of proofs, pieces of evidence who is behind illegal arms trade. That's United States federal government. And that if you ignore me, you will admit that you are guilty. Okay, this is from a recent documentary on Prince Andrew or Andy. I think it's channel 4 documentary. Wow, there's a lot of data here. Oops. Whoa. In case you don't answer me, I will contact the embassies of all the countries in which the mentioned banks are located, except for Poštanska štedionica and AIK Bank, since they are domestic banks, as far as I understand, should be understood. Although the car, it's not car, it's call. This is so-called businessman of Serbia. I'm not going into details now. That guy is either in Trilateral Commission or some other piece of shit institution, which is automatically an international domain, as well as international banking institution organizations. Don't pay attention to a small number of views, because YouTube blocks me in every possible way. Like Dolores O'Riordan used to say in one of her songs, in every, I think that's the line, in every possible way. Okay, so these are, I don't know why is this here. So these are the most outrageous blocks of YouTube in real time. So if you type decrease or decreasing, you will see or the other. I mean, it's impossible, but a lot of them. So YouTube is blocking me in so many ways that they don't know what they are doing anymore. I mean, it's really bizarre. It's more than bizarre. Okay, same goes for Facebook and Twitter. I mean, I can just quickly show Facebook. This is a very important one. So these are blogs by Facebook. This is about Twitter and some more about Twitter. Okay, so this is something irrelevant, but anyways, same goes for Facebook and Twitter, and this is my YouTube account, obviously, or YouTube channel, whatever. So I mentioned here more details are on my YouTube channel and G Drive. So G Drive addresses are here in the description of this video, which I stated. So these are the G Drive addresses. This is a moron who tried to be smart and then I brutally insulted this piece of shit and he stopped. He didn't have the guts to answer. When he figured out his masters and pieces of shit and stupid fucks from foreign embassies cannot protect him, and other pieces of shit like him, they cannot be protected anymore. Okay, so I think I can add these two. So I don't need this. So someone threatens you, behind them is the Military Intelligence Service of Serbia, that is the NATO, which directly controls them, but if they had any power they would cover up the affair of illegal arms trade, which has been going on since December 2019. Okay, I need to open this. So this is Deutsche Welle, and it can be seen that this is Actually, this is December. It first goes month, then the date. So this is still the very current scandal, and I draw your attention. Okay, I don't know if this is proper term, but anyways, it is something like pay special attention to the fact that I have two types of cancer and that you will pay me huge compensation if you unnecessarily expose me to stress, because no lawyer is allowed to, more than like no lawyer have the guts to interfere in the cases of monstrous murders on my family, so there will be no one to represent you. True. So these are proofs of cancer. This video is so views of this video are decreased to 0. This is 10th time. So for 10 times YouTube decreases views of which is monstrous, of course, decreases views of this video to 0. 10 times, not 1 but 10 times. And of course I just added the where is it? Yeah, this is for 9th time, and I as soon as I start recording analytics for this video, views start increasing, and they usually waited for, I don't know, like when was it, this 4 days ago. They usually wait for I don't know, like 3 to 4 days, then they decrease it. Sometimes they slowly decrease it, and sometimes they decrease it right to 0. So this shows this shows that the monsters who are behind this, the cover up of monstrous murders on my family, they really have no boundaries, if I can put it that way. This is proof about second cancer that I have. So next up, yeah, this is very important. This is very important, at least for the banks. As far as compensation is concerned, I am obliged to remind you that both Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Chase have paid millions. This is nice. Millions in compensation for their complicity in Jeffrey Epstein pedophile affair. So I can remove this. So this is not just to the victims, but also to United States Virgin Islands. So this is the first one. This is Associated Press, of course. Deutsche Bank to pay 75 million to settle lawsuit from Epstein victims, lawyers say. So there are a lot of search results on this topic. JP Morgan to pay 290 million in settlement with Epstein victims. This is New York Times. And again, JP Morgan, but this is on United States Virgin Islands. Will pay Virgin Islands 75 million settlement over Jeffrey Epstein lawsuit. This was Forbes. Next up, considering the monstrous they translated her name as Fa. This is literally what her name means, the tree. Fuck you. Okay, considering the monstrous murders by this monster, murders committed by this monster. Considering that monstrous murder of my family also poisoned 3 minors, children of my brother, you can imagine how much you'll pay in damages if you ignore me. You are not a state institution whose business does not depend on their reputation. True. So this is very important video. And police ignored my claims about that. So they simply ignored. Okay. This email is forwarded to FBI and Federal Department of Justice, DOJ, of United States Federal Department of Justice, so that you can understand what you're dealing with. Monstrous murderer Yelica is the last time she okay, I need to translate this to avoid using incorrect terms. So the monstrous murderer Yelica, that's her name, made the last payment in April or May 2022 when she fraudulently sold 4 plots for 6,000 euros for properties. Okay. So, and this is now about the lawyer who was representing her. This piece of shit. So everything is explained. Everything is explained there in that. In these 2 videos. This is just an explanation of a phone call I had with her, and this is very important because this part is about presumption of innocence. So, unless state institution ignore your crime report with no explanation, so when state institutions, especially police, prosecution, and courts, because you can file crime report to court as well. So if they ignore you, then there is no presumption of innocence, but presumption of guilt or guiltiness. When I mentioned that, lawyer didn't say anything, so which means that I'm right. So this video has a lot of views, but YouTube is constantly decreasing them anyways. So that was about that monster and piece of shit lawyer. Of course, their colleagues protects her, their colleagues from Bar Association of Serbia. And I ask here all the recipients to confirm they received my email. So I will now send it. So this is a new thread, new email thread. Because the other one has more than 30 emails, so I'm creating a new one. So I'm going to send this and check out if some mail will return. Actually, if some of the recipients rejected my email. So far only 2 doctors did that. I mean, since I started sending emails frequently, it was the end of August, I think. And today is, I need to add the reference, although actually the reference will be in email when I send it. So I'm now sending it. Message sent. Nobody returned it. So, okay. Let's see. 18th of October 2023. This is the time. Oops, somebody returned it. Actually 2. Okay, somebody confirmed. As the bank confirmed. Okay, so this is the response. They said they will contact me as soon as possible. So this was Ask the Bank or bank. This is what the hell? So they didn't. They're using Microsoft. So they're using Microsoft, and German government, German administration is using the Linux, as far as I understood, as far as I remember. So let's see if this is, if I really got this wrong. They blocked me before. So this is, everything is okay. I did not got anything office. This is for media, mainstream media, bought it. Okay, so I will forward to this first email to see what will happen. So okay, let's see. Wow, what the hell? I cannot delete anything. That's against my rules. Okay, so this was a new thread, and this was in this thread which I sent. Okay, so I need to forward this. Wow, everything is there. To government. So let's see what will happen next. If they return this as well, because they did that when I contacted them in June 2021. So nothing is happening. It looks as if they received it. Of course, they will not confirm they received it. So the only one who was confirming on regular basis was Supreme Prosecution of Serbia, Highest Prosecution of Serbia, which is more than enough. If they received, everyone received it. And what is really strange, none of the international institutions that I contacted confirmed. Although I could see by videos they watched that they received email, especially the last one I sent, this one. Okay, so it appears that everything is okay. If not, I will mention this in another video, because I'm about to send a video to that nursing home in Smederevo. But for now, this will be all.